I'm sure a lot of you were hoping that Guitar Center would actually start to go out of business and close stores, so that would mean great big sales. Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. So in case you haven't heard, Guitar Center will be declaring bankruptcy. I want to thank everybody for joining me again. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you haven't seen my previous video, it's up here. I've also discussed what's been happening with Guitar Center. I want to thank all of you for leaving the comments below, reaching out to me about your experiences with Guitar Center. I think it's very insightful to hear other people's own experiences and their own issues. As a lot of you have been seeing in the news, Guitar Center will be declaring bankruptcy. What this means in this case is Guitar Center is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now there's different kinds of bankruptcy. In this case, Guitar Center, what they are doing, they are choosing to stay in business and perhaps reorganize their structure. So in Chapter 11 bankruptcy, you actually do not close stores like you might imagine, right? So bankruptcy doesn't necessarily mean that you are shut down and you're gone. What it means is that you are unable to pay your debts, and therefore in bankruptcy you declare bankruptcy in order to save the situation and kind of reconcile in some fashion with the lenders. In Chapter 11 bankruptcy, you are able to continue business while reorganizing the structure of your business and reorganizing your loans. So what this really means, and I'm sure a lot of you were hoping that Guitar Center would actually start to go out of business and close stores. So as you imagine, that would mean great big sales. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen because they are not going to shut down all their stores. They may perhaps reduce the amount of stores that they have or the employees that they have. Another thing that will be happening with Guitar Center is the Guitar Center might not necessarily offer the same kind of services they did before. Now, I'm sure if you have the Pro coverage, which some people choose to purchase from Guitar Center, you will also probably still be able to continue using it. So Guitar Center is actually owned by another corporation. Guitar Center is not outright owned by one single entity. This corporation that owns Guitar Center also owns 200 other companies. So what Guitar Center failed to do is pay money on their debt. They owe $45 million and they missed a payment. They still have a grace period to pay the $45 million, which ends on November 15th. It seems very unlikely that Guitar Center or this umbrella corporation will choose to pay this loan because it might just make more sense for them to push this debt back, redistribute it by filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy. We are also familiar with other brands that operate together with Guitar Center, such as Musician's Friend or Guitar Center. They both are virtually indistinguishable in their online platforms. Once Guitar Center chooses to restructure their loan, they're going to reorganize their company. They're going to be able to no longer have to make the same payments, or if any payments at all. What really happens is another company comes in and is able to take over in this instance. Now, I think Guitar Center has always been a good resource for me to go and play music or meet people. I've even gotten gigs out of Guitar Center. I've met friends and hung out at Guitar Center. I've had jam sessions. I mean, I'm guilty of being that guy who maybe was playing too loud, and it's kind of sad and detrimental if they do decide to close some stores, because some areas might no longer have a Guitar Center and we don't really know what's going to happen, and I don't think we're going to actually know what's going to happen up until November 15th, but we're going to keep you updated. So once again, I want to thank you for watching my channel. Check out the previous video, make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, hit that bell, and be sure to check out my other content on my channel. I have some really cool music videos, some really cool reviews, and I hope to see you soon.